Hello there, people with internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome back to my Rome 2 Total War Let's Play campaign as Egypt. In the previous episode, I have absolutely no idea what I did. I probably fought some people or something, I don't even remember. No, I'm pretty sure I already killed Syracuse, right? Or something? I don't know, whatever. Just watch the previous episodes. Yeah, so we're back on Rome 2. It's been a while, for me at least. For you too, because of course the last 2 weeks I haven't uploaded anything. Just in case you had no idea why, I did make a community post about it, but of course I don't expect everyone to see that. The reason why I've been away for a few weeks is because my computer was dying a slow death. Well, my computer was about 8 years old, 9 years old. Or maybe even 10, I don't even remember, something along those lines. So the stuff inside was a little dated and my GPU was at the end of its rope and decided to kill itself. No, not really, but well, I was able to still play games, but if I played a game and started to record at the same time, for example Rome 2, then it would overheat and it would shut down and I would get a blue screen of death. So yeah, the equipment just was too dated. There was only one fan to cool everything down, and the GPU was very dated. So, as a result, together with my brother, well, mostly my brother, built a new PC. I did help a bit, but it was mostly him. So now I've got a new computer, so I've got a new computer, new GPU. The only thing I kept in the same are my what's it called? Like my storage drives. I have I have an extra M2. I have one M2 that I already had. I have another one in addition. I have an SSD and a HDD. I already had those. So those are all in this computer. There's a disk drive in this computer, which is the most flexing thing that we can flex on. It looks super slick from the outside, but there's like a small compartment at the bottom, and which is held together with a magnet, and if you pull that off, there's a disk drive there, so I can still play old games like SimCity Rome and Rome, Rome, the original Rome 1. I have Rome 1 on Steam, so I can still play it on Steam, but if I want to play the CD version of Rome 1, I can still do that, because I've got a disk drive in this computer, which is really cool. Yeah, so I have one of the newest GPUs in there. What's it called? The 5070 or whatever that came out this year. I have, yeah, everything else is new. New motherboards, new processing unit. Everything is new. The only thing that I kept the same are the storage ones, so I didn't have to copy paste anything. We just literally broke out, well, not broke out, but we removed all the storage compartments, like I said, the M2, the SSD and stuff. We moved that all from the old computer and put it into this one. So all my games, all the saves are here, all my files are here. So that saved a lot of moving with cables and stuff like that. So yeah, I also have two new monitors. So you may be wondering why this video is all of a sudden in 4K. That's because because I have two new computer monitors. Two exactly identical ones. I'm planning to get a third at some point, but I need to get a new desk because my desk is not big enough to accompany a third screen at the moment. But I have already measured it, and I know how big it needs to be, the new desk. But that's something for later. So yeah, that's a bit of an update why I wasn't here for a few weeks. But yeah, Rome 2 runs very smooth and looks insanely sharp and slick. Maybe not necessarily for you, but I'm looking at my own monitor and it looks hella fine. And yeah, the lag is also reduced because, well, of course, it already went rather smoothly originally, but it always happens very smoothly when you start a campaign. But of course, once you are about 200 turns in, like I am right now, the game has to remember a ton of stuff that has happened, and therefore, like, load times get very long. But that should be a bit less now. But in general, it just runs smoother because of all the new hardware that is operating. So that's nice, and like I said, my old computer only had one fan to cool the entire thing, and it had like one like grill at the back of the machine and one at the top. But like I said, only one fan to cool everything, and my computer right now has 6. There's 3 at the front, 1 at the back, and then 2 more for whatever it is, like on the motherboard somewhere. Like for general cooling. So the entire system is way more ventilated. And we also did a check, because my brother came over to see what it was. Like, I already sort of figured out that it was my GPU that was causing issues, but my brother wanted to come over just to double check on that. And then we looked at like Task Manager, you can see the temperatures and everything. And then when I was playing Rome 2, it wasn't crashing yet, but it took some effort to crash it on purpose, which is very funny, of course, because when you when you're doing something normally, it crashes randomly. But when you're actually trying to crash just to see what happens, to figure out what the reason is, then all of a sudden it takes a tremendous effort to make it happen for some reason, which is very funny. But as we were doing it, I was just playing Rome 2 and like have a bunch of other tabs open just to like increase the stuff that I needed to do at the same time, so that, you know, to increase the temperature. It ran up to like 86 degrees Celsius or something along those lines, or something like, or 60 some. No, I think it was 86 degrees. And then later on, it like slowly started to approach 90, and that's when it crashed. And then later on, after we built the entire PC, we did the exact same thing again. Opened a bunch of internet tabs and Rome 2 and record at the same time. And then also that's more intense because, of course, because of the new computer screen, I am recording a higher, you know, the file is bigger because I'm recording more pixels. So it was more intense, and then everything was like only, it increased from 40 to 50 degrees or whatever. And then after I closed everything, it was done. Everything was back to normal. So the entire system is way more ventilated, so that's all very nice. So good boy. Anyway, so that explains why I was gone. In the meantime, I have actually played Rome 2 a little bit. I did this test campaign. See, I'm a bit more turns in. I didn't do anything. I just pressed enter and over and over and over, because when you end the turn, of course, the game is trying to process a bunch of things. Shut up. Actually, hang on. Where the hell is that? Game setting. Yeah, here. Fucking none advice. But difficult, that's fine. Yeah, what the hell does Nightmare Mode even do? Adds the scare everyone traits to all units in the single player campaign, and custom battles enable spooky battlefields and harpies. Harpies? Okay. Anyway, so I don't exactly remember what I did in the previous episode, but what I do remember is that we're planning to take Carthage. You don't get any cool traits for that, so go for that, because you're not a member of my family. Alright, so the game is to load my insanely wide family tree. So, yeah, okay, so the goal is to declare war on Carthage at some point. Although I do kind of want Syracuse dead, and I think Syracuse is still alive. Rhodes was chasing them with a bunch of ships last time. Right, so how is this? That can be... No! That's the wrong button. I did not mean to do that. Oh, it's still -1. Nice. Okay, in that case, secure loyalty. What the fuck? I actually provoked them, and it genuinely didn't do anything. What the hell? That's fine. Currently... Okay, so I already issued the missions. Nice. So in the meantime, of course, we're sending diplomats, because we figured out that I have to border the people that I send those diplomatic missions to in order to obtain their territory. So yeah, we're sending diplomatic missions to Chimeria, because I need Zamazakatusa. To Athens later on, because of course I'm not bordering... Oh no, actually never mind, I am bordering Athens here, so I can send them to Athens. So send them to Athens and the Lugii. Oh, that's not part of my... Oh, that. Oh, okay, it's a bit weird. It just goes like around that part. Okay. Yeah, no. Almost misclicked again, just like I did with Syracuse, where I select no, misclick the no, but then I select yes.
My people do not like,
and then magically that one does work. Oh, everything just looks so sharp. Like my brother tried to convince me so hard to get these new monitors. I was like, yeah, my old monitors still work, so why the hell would I... okay. So why the hell would I buy a new one, you know? It's like, no, it's like, you can see much better, and especially if you play, like, I play Squad 44 from time to time in my spare time. And especially in those games where you have to, like, look far away. Everything is so sharp, you can see enemies way closer and way easier. It's just... And then he tried to show some videos, but it's very difficult to see it on videos on YouTube, especially when you're watching it through a monitor that doesn't have the capacity or whatever, you know? So he tried so hard to convince me. He's like, no, come on, it's like... And then eventually he said, like, it's like you putting on glasses for the first time. And eventually I was like, alright, fine, whatever. Like, so I bought the screen. It came along with all the other computer stuff, so we set the computer and then I set everything up. And then I started it up, and then played just started, I believe it was immediately Rome 2 or whatever when I started it up. And then I looked and I was like, oh my god, yes, you're right. It's so much sharper. And especially here, because of course a little while ago I zoomed in on this and I was like trying to discover like what all these buildings are. Like, oh, like that's the city center, that's the harbor, and then that's the barracks right there. And then that must be the temple, and then like I can't remember which episode it was, but like a few episodes ago, I like specifically spent a lot of time staring at this. And now that I look at it right now through my computer screen at the moment, it looks so much sharper, and it's like, oh my god, yes. So, it took my brother some convincing, but yeah, it was worth it. Alright, did we have any upgrades? Yes, we do. -1 public order in local province when deployed. Seal-based. And then steal more food. More cunning, why not? Alright, I did lose a Brave of the King. So I should hire another one. Also, I should be sending missions to Athens and Chimeria. Because, of course, Chimeria is conquering stuff, because they're fighting the Lugii. And I keep getting stuff from them, so they're actually just doing my work for me. Okay, so we can get that one from Athens, and we can get that one from Athens. It's a bit tricky if we get this one, because I want that one then as well. But that's from the Lugii, but that's from the Lugii also. I don't want this, so... It's gonna be a bit weird, but okay. Yeah, so... You see, Syracuse is still alive. Syracuse is just being pushed away the whole time. Rhodes is just desperately trying to chase them, but they keep sailing away faster. Or rowing away faster, I should say. Let's see, there's Syracuse again. Okay, maybe... Yeah, there we go. They attacked. I don't know if they're dead. Maybe Rhodes finally caught them. It's kind of funny to have Rhodes right there, because of course New Carthage is going to join the war. I highly doubt that they're going to betray Carthage. So then we have some units at the backlines, essentially, because Rhodes can just harass New Carthage. I'm not interested in that territory at all. I just want Carthage's territory, because they hold stuff in Italy. And in Africa, of course. But I'm not interested in New Carthage's territory. Okay. 2 failures, that does suck, but at least they're not dead. There we go. Yeah. Serve the pharaoh. Sure, whatever. Yeah, the only interesting one is for the Brave of the King, because... Okay, why the hell don't you have any skills? Or any retinue, I mean. Speaking of skills, what the hell am I gonna give you? I'm just gonna upgrade. I'm just going to... You have amazing archers? Yes, you do. Okay, so we're going to upgrade the munitions, and we're going to upgrade that, because it does the defense and also the range of the archers. Right, you do have elephants, so we can give you this. I don't need the research, because that's just pointless. It's a pretty good one, but I want to give it to someone more important than you. I'll just give you another upgrade for the elephants, whatever. It's only 1 unit in the army that is affected by that, but still. Okay, so I need to send some missions again. I'll send someone from the other families this time, so they can feel important, even though they're not. Where's Camelia? There you are. Yeah, don't send anything to the Lugii yet, because the only territory I want from the Lugii is that one, but I'm not bordering that. If I get a critical success from the Lugii, I get that. Yeah. That's the only one that I border, so I would get this, and I don't want that at all. So we're not sending anything to Lugii, only if I get that other one from Athens.
What can I do for Egypt?
Friends of the 104. Wow, that's a great general too.
Where should I go? Rowing to victory. Halt!
Oh yeah, that's the most elite army that I trained here. The Braves of the Pharaoh. Wasn't I about to train another one, or have I already done that? I thought I was going to train another ultra elite army. I can still train a whole bunch more. I might as well. I don't know if I have already. I think I haven't. But I should. Okay, so you... I don't know why you never became a general. You're a little on the older side. And then why the hell is this randomly? What do you mean political actions? Whatever, secure loyalty here. It only costs 168 denarii. That's nothing. Okay, so what the hell was that guy's name? He's a little on the older side, but it's alright to have a more experienced general. Although he doesn't have a lot of battlefield experience. But one of Ptolemy III's sons. Brother of the future pharaoh. Ptolemy III is 60. Okay, so Erictonius, or however you pronounce it. We put him here because here we have access to that, and then just one province over we have access to this. Nearly infinite pool of generals. If one dies, I just have like, I don't know how many ready aligned to replace him or her. Yeah, there you are.
Ready for orders.
We do have to get a better name for that. The radiant obelisk is a bit boring. I don't have my phone with me. I was gonna like just try to find some cool Egyptian god or goddess or whatever on my phone, but my phone is nowhere near, so I can't do that. I don't know. Alright, we can also get those African warrior fans, that's nice. I'm also gonna get some more Ptolemaic cavalry just in general in this army. There, and then 4 archers. Or maybe that and then 3 archers. I guess we're gonna go with that. Sure. We'll leave it as Ready Nobles, although I don't like the name. I just can't think of anything better.
Gold freely given.
Interesting offer, but no. They own, like, a gigantic chunk of Germania. How on earth are they getting their ass handed to them so hard by Chimeria? Alright, I saw... yeah, there we go. Okay, so where's the one? Yeah, there, rally slaves. That's what... that's the only one that matters. Oh, so yeah, in that case, I should hire a... I'll hire one here. Another Brave of the King. Oh, that's useful. More movement range. Okay, then next turn join in this army so you can start training these guys. And then also if you level up so that I can give you that ability, we can start using that here. And there's already 2 other armies with the Brave of the King inside. Oh, this is the one with all those mercenaries. Yeah. Doing a good job. They're all like lots of them gold experience. Right, well, I did have success in the politics thing, but unfortunately no critical success. So we'll keep sending them. We'll save it in the meantime. Oh yeah, I need to move them somewhere so I can like quickly deploy them. Or like drop them off and then start attacking. Okay, so Syracuse wasn't dead yet. They did attack and beat them, but
We have simple needs.
they're not dead. Surely they can't last too long. Like Parthia or whatever just died on its own. I didn't even attack them. They just starved to death. Even with an army ready. Fucking hell. Likes Greeks. It's a good thing we are Greeks.
At your service.
Never seen the fact, like, I never seen that happen in a campaign yet. Where I get the likes Greeks trait even though I am Greek. I've never seen, when playing as Rome, I've never gotten the likes Romans trait as a Roman general. Because honestly, it's just kind of weird that we do that, because we are, that's our own culture. It would be weird if you had a trait that said like despises Greeks, even though the person that got it would be Greek themselves in this case. Okay, there we go. I think Syracuse has finally given up. They're just starting to raid right there, and Rhodes is surrounding them. There's even a tiny fleet from Sparta there. Just letting my satrapies do the work for me. There's nothing else, right? No. So you get in there. Next turn all the infantry is done, and then you can move to just dip your toe in that part, and then you can start training your Nubian archers. And then the army is ready to rock and roll.
My people can...
Oh. Is that the pharaoh? I hope not, but you never know. Okay, no, it was the pharaoh. Why are people from the other family so insanely expensive? Whatever, just throw a random guy in there. Which fleet is that even? Is it the one over here? Yeah. Oh, no. Well, I thought it was this one, but... or whatever. Famous bards. Betrayed. Jesus. Can I get a critical success at some point, or... wow, lots of kids, okay. Can't be that hard to get a fucking critical success in here somewhere. One would think. If I can get to it.
For now, I am listening.
I guess I can drop the army there.
We have wind. Set sails.
There's a big navy from the Carthaginians there. Like, I kind of wished I already had conquered Greece before I declare war on Carthage, because that would make things easier, because then I can launch an invasion from Italy immediately, because these guys are just sitting here waiting until the diplomatic missions get a critical success, because I wanted everybody to be near Apollonia so we can launch an invasion into Italy at the same time as I'm invading everywhere else. And, you know, also, if Athens starts to conquer shit over there, I have to spend even longer with waiting, like, crossing my fingers for a fucking critical success. And I don't want that. Also, just remember that you guys are here. You're completely useless there, because there's nobody else. So start moving. There.
I come seek.
Okay, the Carthaginian fleet just docked in that town over there. There we go, finally critical success. Samizekatusa. Oh, there's a wonder there apparently. There we go, Syracuse is dead finally. Good job. Thank you. Get rid of that. Sure, we can keep the barracks. I'll keep those two as well. I'll put some industry there, I guess. I don't really need a temple. There's a ton of Greek culture here anyway. Alright, now I border even more territory from Athens. So hopefully that will help in increasing the... Yeah, okay, so I wanted Pannonia as well. So I still have to send missions to Chimeria because I want a king. And Singidun from Athens, and then I'll just declare war on the Breuki, or however you pronounce them, later. That's just one tiny tribe that can just very easily be toppled over, so that is no big deal. And he doesn't seem to have any ties with the other barbarians nearby, so that's good. Okay, so that's the only one that we know that Chimeria has. No, that's the wrong button. Alright, so, again, Athens and Chimeria. It literally just, it barely costs me anything. Okay, the supports. There we go. Fuck you. Now the arduous task of finding the children that need educating in this gigantic family tree. How much does this cost even? It costs... Oh, 924 denarii, that's also nothing. And some gravitas, but this guy's got like... Oh, 300, that's not as much as I thought, but it's still a lot. I was kind of hoping the pharaoh would have a bit more gravitas than that, but whatever. I'm also spending 22 gravitas every time I'm doing that, so... And he's the only one that can do it too. It's not like I can spread it across multiple people that have gravitas and let them all do it. Well, whatever. Oh, fuck! That's the wrong thing to choose. And it's fucked up now. Cool. I thought he already had that trait to rally slaves, but he doesn't. And now he never will.
Your next command, my lord. My lord. Our lord needs...
There we go. Get your archers, and then the army's ready. Yeah, there's a tiny beach there, so I'm kind of hoping I can drop them there.
We have wind. Set sail.
I guess you can.
Yes. Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
Okay, so they do have that. At least one ballista ship, maybe some more. Probably some more, I would suspect. Yeah, okay. Save it. I'll double check whether I sent the diplomatic mission. So I thought I did. Yeah, on a mission, yeah. Oh yeah, and then those two. Forgot about that. Okay, so Syracuse is dead, so the question is what is Rhodes going to do now? Are they going to return home or just going to linger over there?
My people get...
I'm kind of forcing them to conquer more as well by taking all their territory this way. Famous scholar. Hey, there we go. Nice. That means I've got the entire province of Dacia. Oh, nice. There's that here. And we also have that, so... And it's even level 3, which is perfect. Awesome. Good job. Yeah, that's all of Dacia. Okay, cool. So now I need that. Then I can get that, because annoyingly, because of the Danube, I can't get into Thrace straight away. So I need that. First I need Singidun, and then Navisos and all the other ones. And once I have Navisos, I can actually start sending diplomatic missions to Sparta, because then I can get Pella, and then I also, of course, I can have more chances to get the things from Athens. This is the last one that I care about, but, you know, primarily it's... My primary aim is Greece right now. And I am bordering Cameria. Right there. So I can still send them to Cameria as well. Right. Let's immediately start that up. Send the other guys this time, so that they can feel important, even though they definitely are not. Those fat, pathetic suckers need to feel like they're actually able to do anything, which is absolutely hilarious, because if at the lift of my finger I can have everybody's head in my office right now. Everybody's head can get chopped off, put on a spike, and put in the Pharaoh's palace if I ever snap my fingers and choose to do so. The ultimate hilarity that I still have to fucking dance and do bullshit even because the game's like, oh, they have to feel important. Fucking idiots. Yeah, so Hellas is fine. I can't even get any of that because I'm pretty sure you can't get any capitals with diplomatic missions. Only after Macedonia and Thrace. And I already own everything indirectly, but I want to own everything up until Hellas. I want to own that directly, and then they can just govern themselves over there. Well, being my satrapy and paying money, because that's what they do. How much are they giving me, actually? Here. You look at that, I'm making 2,561 denarii from client states. Or satrapies, I mean. They're satrapies, they're not client states. Rhodes, Cyprus, Knossos, and Sparta. And soon Athens, but I first want all of that stuff from Athens. Okay, so Rhodes is just chilling there. Wow. Sparta lost a lot of ships there, trying to fight Syracuse. Still, this old trade route goes like that. It would be a lot faster if we just go from there, I guess. But no, it just still goes through that way, because that's how it started back in the day. Did I send them already? Yes, I did. Okay. Sent the missions too, so...
Perhaps, and I ask with all due respect.
No, I'm pretty sure you get military access once you become my satrapy, so... Just wait a little longer. Oh, look at that. They're going to take that out. That's perfect, because then I can get that from them, and then I don't need to ask the Luke guy for that. I can just ask Comedia. Oh, what the hell was that? Generous tribute and technology, that doesn't matter, because I've already researched everything. Oh, Royal, why the hell am I building a Royal Mausoleum? Oh, here. Also, this can be upgraded. Actually, you can get to Zambizekatusa straight away. Because this is mine now. Yeah, and I have leather now because of that town. So what was that wonder in here? A certain mountain, okay. Plus 10% morale for all units, all armies. Plus 5% wealth from culture faction-wide. Okay, that's a pretty solid wonder, honestly. I mean, the 10 morale doesn't really matter all that much because most of my troops are either extremely experienced or very elite or both. So that doesn't really matter all that much. But if you like start and get that early on in the campaign, that's kind of big. Interesting. Yeah, there's lots of those wonders. The game doesn't really make a big deal about it. I mean, it's a bit lucky that I got that message from it because I got it through a diplomatic thing. But once you conquer that, like with force, you very rarely get to are shown those messages that, hey, you got a wonder. So the game doesn't make a big deal. Not as much as in Rome 1. You actually get a cutscene and everything. But there it's also, of course, also only the 7 wonders of the world. Capture any settlements. Oh fuck, I forgot to send diplomatic missions. That's dumb. I was so happy with the critical success, I just completely forgot to do it apparently. Alright, so lots of level ups, so... I don't fucking know, man. Sure. And this doesn't matter. And you're not in my family, so I'm not giving you any good traits either. You are in my family, so I am giving you good traits. Not that it really matters because you don't have to do anything. Oh, and then there's you. Yeah, that's... Why the hell would I do that? Nobody has gotten any experience yet, but do work on that. Yeah, I can just drop them there. Cool. Okay, so I can, like, siege the Carthage straight away.
We fight for you, my lord.
Yeah, you go there. Got 2 navies there. Oh, is that... No, that's... Okay, that's... Wow, Rhodes has quite a big fleet. Well, I'm pretty sure some of this is just armies, right? That's the king, so we can't check that. See, that's an army. That's an army as well. That's also an army. Okay. So it is a bit deceptive. It seems like there's a lot going on, but it's not that impressive, honestly. Okay, so they can't reach Carthage in one go. The other guy can lay siege to it. Will they immediately jump in to help? Probably not with Rhodes there. You would suspect anyway. So the elite army was here, right? Yeah. Cool. So you take on Lilybaum. And then this army, that's where the pharaoh is, takes on Cosentia. Okay, I did send the missions this time. Yes, I did. Alright, save it. There. All these guys over here near Nike Media just sitting here waiting until the diplomatic things go through and they can just walk over. Betrayed, of course. Famous Bard, whatever. Oh, they conquered this one. I wanted you to go there. Or maybe they stood there and I just didn't see it properly. Wow, they're actually stronger than the Lugii. Oh, that really sucks. Now there's a chance I get that one, and I don't want to get that one. Alright, I think we've been waiting for long enough because I just... Again, I would love to have all this. But honestly, I can't be bothered to wait any longer, so I think we're just going to declare war on Carthage now. So you drop that off. Yeah, that's the army. Declare war. Everybody comes in.
War it is. To the settlement.
Oh wow, lots of Carthaginian hoplites there. It's pretty funny, with everything researched, I still only have a light siege tower. When you research everything with the Romans, then you can get like a heavy siege tower with like metal plates on it and stuff, but... apparently, Egypt is not that sophisticated. Which is kind of funny.
Let them cower. I can go no further.
Yes, you can. Okay, this is very difficult apparently. Why? It doesn't look any different from that other army. It's not Hasdrubal, it's Asdrubal.
None will escape.
And then you go for that. There's another army there. Giant ballista there.
Let them cower before our might.
Okay. Some intense battles coming up. But that will have to be in the next episode because I'm ending it here. Alright, so next episode's fighting. Essentially I have to fight every battle manually. Although I could technically auto-resolve this one, I think. But at least for now I think I'll actually lay siege to Carthage. Over the end turn. Well, I'll save, of course, before that happens. And then, because everything else needs to be taken, actually kind of needs to be taken, but then these guys, they can wait for reinforcements to show up. Well, actually, never mind. I can already make it in such a way that... Can I? Well, it says that they can reinforce, but...
Is that all, my lord? Attack!
Yeah, he comes in. Okay, cool. So we can just auto-resolve the siege of Carthage.
Besieging settlement.
Although it would be way cooler to do it manually.
Ready for orders. Ready for further.
Alright, anyway, I'll end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So, next episode, lots of battles. Hope you're excited. And hope you're excited to see them in Ultra HD. So yeah, there we go. So I'm back on YouTube and everything. Regular scheduling will continue and stuff. So hope you Romans enjoyed it. Click the like button underneath if you did. Subscribe to join the Roman army. And I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Walete.